Because the narcissistic person is an expert tactician, right? Because that's what they bring to relationships is tactics. And so they are very expert at knowing like, your wound is abandonment, piece of cake. So if you say, I can't do this anymore, I'm out, the narcissistic partner must say, okay, cool, let's call it quits. And you'll be like, oh, that's not what I wanted them to say. I wanted them to say they were going to fight for the relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so interesting because, and part of the reason narcissistic people are so successful is because they're so socially perceptive. They have no empathy. Social perceptiveness and empathy are not the same thing.
What are they?
Social perceptiveness is kind of being aware of reading the room, understanding what people need, understanding what makes them tick and what they want, and then strategically giving it to them to keep them on the chain or keep them in the position you need them in. Pathological manipulation is that there's absolutely no regard for the harm it's bringing the other person. You really are giving absolute primacy to your own needs and then making the other person think that this truly is good for them. This isn't as simple as I'm going to sell this car to someone, maybe it's not the right car for them. This is really around psychological stuff. And it's with somebody where, listen, you're going into a sales relationship, you understand what the sort of the codes of that relationship are. They're trying to sell you something and you're trying to decide if it's right for you. We don't try to think of our intimate and our familial relationships as sales models. So our guard is not up in the same way. And yet the same tactics are being brought and we're sort of bargaining on things that are matters of the heart and matters of closeness and compassion. So it's, again, the narcissistic person is so skilled at leaving the other person feeling that the thing they sacrificed or gave up was in their best interest. And ultimately, the narcissistic person is so self-centered that anything that they're trying to do is going to serve them. So projection is a primitive defense that any of us can use, and we do use. All of us engage in projection. We engage in projection when some of that uncomfortable, unconscious stuff inside of us is getting activated. It's often shame-oriented, and then we'll accuse someone of something that we're actually feeling, like an uncomfortable feeling. That's projection. I'll say something like, who are you texting, Stephen? Like, why, what do you, like, you're so shady. Like, why didn't you show me your phone? Like, what? Oh my gosh, Stephen, like, what the hell? You need all the girls to like you, don't you? Like, that's what you're about. Show me your phone. Show me your phone. Show me your phone now. Okay. Guess who's got a side piece? That would be me. Anytime we might accuse someone of lying when we're lying. We may accuse somebody of even being insecure when we're the one feeling insecure, right? We'll accuse someone of being uncomfortable when we're the one who's feeling uncomfortable. And all of us have different stuff we project about because all of us have different sort of psychodynamic histories, right? Well, narcissistic people do this all the time. Let me give you sort of a sense of what the inner psychological apparatus of a narcissistic person looks like. Despite all the shiny, charismatic, charming, arrogant, grandiose stuff on the outside, what's in them is, the best I can describe it, is a volcano, right? And that volcano, the magma and the gases and the lava, is shame and it's insecurity. Well, that's not very perfect looking, is it? So all these defenses, the grandiosity and the arrogance and the charm and all the rest of it, is like a manhole cover, a big manhole cover that covers the volcano. So all that insecurity doesn't exist. I'm just the smartest person you know, right? So they get to show up as perfect, as extraordinary. But things can kick that manhole cover off. Criticism, negative feedback, their friend doing better than them, their new venture not succeeding, them not getting something that they wanted, some form of frustration. Well, that means they're not perfect. The manhole cover gets nudged. The gases and the lava ooze out. And what does that look like? It looks like anger. It looks like projection. You accuse the other. And this happens to them 20 times a day because nobody lives a perfect life. We get disappointed all the time. There's traffic on the freeway. We had to wait for the elevator. The people at the coffee shop screwed up our order. Our public offering didn't go well. It could be big things. It could be small things. It doesn't matter. But each time the manhole cover gets nudged, that grandiose exterior gets tinged and they explode on others. And that often looks like projection. And that projection allows them to maintain that idealized interior.